Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to Al Munir High School e-learning system, class 9. This is your chemistry lecture. Unit number is 5, part 3. In this part, we are going to discuss and learn our exercise of unit number 5. This is title page of your chemistry book for class 9. First of all, we are going to discuss our exercise multiple choice questions. Look at the part 1. How many times liquids are denser than gases? Yes, here we have the 4 options. You have to take only the one correct option. Part B is the correct answer, 1000 times. Number 2, gases are the lightest form of matter and their densities are expressed in terms of, correct answer is C, grams decimeter cube. Number 3, at freezing point, which one of the following coexists in dynamic equilibrium? Part 3, correct answer is C, liquid and solid. Next, solid particles possess which one of the following motions? Part 4, correct answer is B, vibrational motions. Next, which one of the following is not amorphous? Correct answer is D, glucose. 1 atmospheric pressure is equal to how many pascals? 6. Correct answer is A, 101325. In the evaporation process, liquid molecules which leave the surface of the liquid have, part number 7, correct answer is C, very high energy. Which one of the following gas diffuses fastest? Number 8, correct answer is A, hydrogen. Number 9, which one of the following does not affect the boiling point? Correct answer is D, initial temperature of liquid. Number 10, density of a gas increases when its, correct answer is B, pressure is increased. The vapor pressure of a liquid increases with the, correct answer is B, increase of temperature. So here in this table we have all the answers of MCQs. Next students, we have the numerical type questions. Here we have the questions. Next, here we have the solutions of all our questions. First question is very easy. It is about the conversion. Convert the following units. Look, here we have the 850 millimeters of silver to ATM. So we will convert it into ATM. So here we have the 760. Yes, here 850 is given. When we divide 850 by 760, we will get our answer in ATM, which is 1.12 ATM. So next part B is same like this. Answer is 2.02 ATM. Next part C is also the same. We know that 1 torr is equal to 0.1 centimeter of silver. So if we multiply it by 560, we will get the answer. Next part D, 1.25 ATM to PA. 1 ATM is equal to 101325. So by multiplying it, we will get the answer. Next question is also very easy. It's about convert the following units from degree centigrade to Kelvin. Look at the part A. 750 degrees centigrade is given. We have to convert it into kelvins. Yes, here we have the 750 and plus 273. It's in the formula. So by adding 750 with 273, we will get the answer in kelvins. Next, 150 degrees centigrade to kelvins. It is the same as we did in the part A. Now part C and D are the same. Next, question number 3. A gas at pressure 912 millimeters of Hg silver has volume 450 centimeter cube. What will be its volume at 0.4 atm? So here P1, pressure 1 is given in millimeters. We can easily convert it into atm by dividing it by of 760. First volume is also given, which is 450 centimeter cube. We have to find out the second volume, volume number 2. Next, pressure P2 is also given, which is 0.4 atm. So here we will use the equation of Boyle's law, which is P1 V1 is equal to, always equal to P2 V2. So here we have to find out the V2. So we will take it on the left hand side of the equal and remaining things on the right hand side. By putting the values and calculating it, we will get the answer, which is V2 is equal to 1350 centimeters cube. Question number 4. A gas occupies a volume of 800 centimeter cube at 1 atm. When it is allowed to expand up to 1200 centimeter cube, what will be its pressure in millimeter of Hg? So volume 1 is given, which is 800 centimeter cube. Pressure P1, first pressure is given, which is 1 atm. Also volume number 2 is given, which is 1200 centimeter cube. So here we have to find out the second pressure. So by using the Boyle's law, we will take P2 on the left hand side because it is the unknown value, and other things on the right hand side. So by putting the values, we will get our answer. P2 is equal to 0.66 atm. To convert it, we multiply it by 760. So answer will be 506.66 millimeters of Hg. Next, question number 5. It is desired to increase the volume of a fixed amount of gas from 87.5 to 118 centimeter cube. While holding the pressure constant, what will be the final temperature? So here we have to find out the final temperature. Initial volume is given, which is 87.5 centimeter cube. Then final volume is given, which is 118 centimeter cube. Initial temperature is given, which is 23 degrees centigrade. We can easily convert it into kelvins, and we have to find out the final temperature. So here we will use the Charles law because temperature is given. So according to the Charles law, V1 over T1 is always equal to V2 over T2. So here we will separate all the things on the left hand side and V2 on the right hand side, or we can easily adjust it or rearrange our formula by taking the T2 on the left hand side because T2 is the unknown value, and remaining equation on the right hand side. By putting the values, we will get the answer, which is 399 kelvins. To convert it into degree centigrade, we will minus it with 273. So answer will be 126 degrees centigrade. Next, question number 6. A sample of gas is cooled at constant pressure from 30 degrees centigrade to 10 degrees centigrade. So here we have both temperatures, initial temperature and final temperatures, which is 30 degrees centigrade and 10 degrees centigrade. We can easily convert it into kelvins, which is 303 kelvins and 283 kelvins. So here V1 is assumed to be X, and V2 we have to find out the V2. So by using the Charles law equation, V1 over V1, V1 over T1 is equal to V2 over T2. So we will rearrange this by V2 over X is equal to 283 over 303. As we know that both values are unknown. So by calculating it, V2 will be equal to 0.93x. As we taken ratio between V1 or V2, so X will be 0.93x and 1 is the ratio 0.93. So this equation or this ratio shows the volume of gas, final volume cannot decrease to 1/3 of its original volume, and new ratio becomes 1:0.93. Next, a balloon that contains 1.6 decimeter cube of air at standard temperature and pressure is taken underwater to a depth at which its pressure increase to 3.0 atm. So here initial volume is given. We have to find out the final volume. initial pressure is given, and final pressure is also given. So by using the Boyle's law, which is P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2, we will get our answer. We will take it on the final volume on the left hand side because it is the unknown value, and other equation on the right hand side. Now by putting their values, we will get the value of final volume, which is 0.53 decimeter cube. So it means that balloons contracts. Question number 8. A sample of neon gas occupies 75.0 centimeter cube at very low pressure of 0.4 atm. Assuming temperature remain constant, what would be the volume at 1.0 atm pressure? So here we have the initial volume, which is 75 centimeter cube. Initial pressure is given, final pressure is given, and we have to find out the final volume by using the equation of Boyle's law. P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. We will rearrange it to find the final volume. By putting the values, the final volume will be 30 centimeter cube. Question number 9. A gas occupies a volume of 35.0 decimeter cube at 17 degrees centigrade. If the gas temperature rises to 34 degrees centigrade at constant pressure, would you expect the volume to double? If not, calculate the new volume. So here initial volume is given, initial temperature is given in degree centigrade, we can convert it into kelvins. Final temperature is given, which is 34 degrees centigrade, we can easily convert it into kelvins. So we have to find out the final volume. Volume will not be double because the temperature is not double. By using the equation of Charles' law, V1 over T1 always equal to V2 over T2, or final volume is equal to V1 T2 over T1. So by adding the values, we will get the final volume, which is 37.05 decimeter cube. Next is the largest moon of Saturn is Titan. It has atmospheric pressure of 1.6 into 10 power 5 pascals. What is the atmospheric pressure in atm? It is higher than Earth's atmospheric pressure. So solution, here we have the pressure, which is 1.6 into 10 with power 3. Suppose atmospheric pressure in atm is X. So we will take the equal between atm and pascals. So 101,325 will be equal to 1, and 1.6 into 10 with power 3 will be equal to X. By putting the values in the formula, we will get our answer, which is 1.58 atm. It will be clear that the atmospheric pressure of Titan is greater than the atmosphere pressure of Earth. This is all for today. Thank you. Allah.